Hey there, welcome back. Today, I just felt like sitting down here with you and hanging out for a little bit and having a little talk. I just have a few things on my heart that I wanted to share with you, and I wanted to give you a few little updates about the channel and upcoming videos, and I guess make some random hand sounds for you because I can't seem to help doing that when I get in front of my microphone. But the last time I had sat down to chat with you like this was to share with you about the loss of my dog, Hazel. And so I just wanted to start by saying thank you because you all have been so kind and so supportive and encouraging. And I just really appreciate your care during this time that has been very hard for me. I will admit I am still struggling with missing her every single day. It's been just about a month without her, and it's really hard to go through my day-to-day routines without her because she was always right there by my side. And even though in some ways I'm beginning to get used to her not being here, I feel like that brings up its own grief because I don't want to get used to that. You know what I mean? I don't want to get farther and farther away from when she was here, and I think that's just one of those many, many complicated tendrils of grief that even as we begin to heal a little bit, the healing can hurt. And so I think coming up, I do want to do a video specifically of ASMR for grief and loss with some specific personal attention and some encouragement and affirmations around the things that we feel around grief and just kind of affirming that all those feelings are okay, all those different stages of grief and all those different things that we go through are normal and okay, and express some of the things that it's been helpful for me to hear and things that I would like to hear someone say to me during times of grief. So that's just one idea of something coming up. And so Justin and I decided that since we have been going through this time of grief, and it's also been a year since his manic episode occurred, and he's doing fantastically. He is doing so great. He has not had any recurring signs of an episode. He is stable and healthy and good, but still, that anniversary brings up a lot of emotions, brings up a lot of feelings for both of us. So we have decided to take a little impromptu trip and go down to West Virginia and visit my family for a week. Since when we went down at Thanksgiving, we all ended up getting COVID, and that trip was kind of a bust, and we didn't get to do a lot of the things that we had hoped to do. So we are leaving on Saturday to go down there for a week. And so I don't think I'll be uploading anything during that week, and so I just wanted to let you know that. But I wanted to give you all a big thank you for all of your ideas that you shared with me the other day of videos you'd like to see. I was feeling just from everything kind of in a little bit of a slump and not knowing what I wanted to record next. I always have some ideas going, but I just didn't know exactly like, what do I want to do next? I hadn't felt that spark of, okay, I'm ready to go record a new video now. Here's what it'll be. And so I asked all of you for your input, and you gave me amazing creative ideas. And then, of course, I kind of fell into an old Devan pattern, which is I then got excited about recording and then got into a mode of like, oh my goodness, I need to record all these videos immediately, and I need to build up a bunch of videos ahead and schedule them to be uploaded while I'm gone on this trip, so there won't be any interruption, and I need to do all this, and busy, 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 busy. And I did record a few videos this week. I recorded the library book haul, which I uploaded yesterday, and I recorded the 200% sensitivity video that one of you requested, which was so much fun to film. I'm so curious to see what you all will think of that, because that's not normally something that I do. And I think I will be uploading that tomorrow night before we go away on our trip. And I'll probably share this video I'm recording right now tonight, so you will have a little buffer of videos for while I'm gone. But I just wanted to share that because I think that's something that sometimes we can all struggle with, is this back and forth between not having motivation or not having inspiration, and then suddenly having inspiration, and then suddenly kind of pushing ourselves and going really hard and maybe overdoing it. And so I'm always striving to find that place of balance in between. And I know that you all are here with me for the long haul. I've been doing this channel for 3.5 years. I intend to be doing it for many years to come. So there's plenty of time to do these videos and roll them out. And just because I'm excited about something doesn't mean it has to happen that second. It's okay for me to pace myself. And so I just wanted to share that in case that might be something that any of you might relate to. And so I did write a few notes here of what I wanted to share with you. And this is funny. On the back of this is from the last time I did a video where I was making writing sounds. I think it was the last power nap video, and I was just scribbling in my notebook. There's a little behind the scenes moment for you. But let me see, what else did I want to say? I wrote down about the different videos that I do have coming up. And just kind of one more thing about what I was just saying is that I think it's still an old habit for me, back from my old high stress, high pressure work life, which I left that career path. It's been 5 years ago, but some of those habits are really ingrained in me, that I need to be busy and I need to be pushing. And especially if I have a trip coming up or an event or something like that, I have this tendency to want to make this big list of things that I have to get done before that happens. I make this like false deadline for myself, like this really stressful to-do list of things I need to do before a certain time, when that's really not necessary at all. And it's just interesting to notice this tendency in me to want to get a whole bunch of things done before some certain cutoff, before I leave for a trip or before I do some certain thing. And so again, I really took a moment to step back and say, I have plenty of time. I have a whole future of recording ASMR videos here. I can take my time, and I don't need to give in to that old addictive feeling. I think it's an addiction to like the adrenaline of getting things done and being productive and marking things off the list and then collapsing, which is how I used to live. And now I want to live in a much more balanced, flowing, well-paced kind of way. So that's just an observation that I wanted to share with you. And so I did want to say that I will be doing videos for all of the suggestions you gave me. Like I said, I did the book haul, which was really fun. I did the 200% sensitivity, so we'll see what we think of that. And that one was really fun and freeing because I'm often really thinking about, my mouth sounds and my swallowing and any background sounds in the video and trying to have things sound nice. And for that video, it was just all right up there, right up front. And so I just did my thing. I turned the gain on my wet mic all the way up 100%. I took off my mic cover and just went with it. So we'll see what you think of that. I did also record a haircut video because one of you suggested that, and believe it or not, in all my years of ASMR, that's such a classic trigger, such a classic role play. I had never done a haircut video before, so I did that, and it might be a little while before I get around to editing that one and posting that. It might not be until I'm back from my trip, but I really had fun doing that. And that was another one where I was like, I don't really have any clue what I'm doing, so I'm just going to do my best and let go of my apprehension and do the best I can. And ASMR haircut videos always do kind of amuse me because I try to imagine if I went into an actual salon and someone tried to give me a haircut totally facing me head on the whole time and was cutting like around the sides of my head and never went around behind me, how funny that would be. And so it just reminded me of the beauty of ASMR and how we suspend reality in some ways just so that we can have the nice sensations and the nice sounds. And I feel like sometimes with videos, the farther away it is from something that I would really do in real life, the more comfortable I feel, because I knew I couldn't do a realistic haircut, so I just did the best I could, and it was really fun. Someone also suggested a hypnosis video. I thought that was interesting, so I will figure out some way of incorporating that sometime soon. And then the other suggestion that was so great was the suggestion for a trigger words and phrases video. And so I followed up asking you all a little bit more about your favorite trigger words and phrases, and I got some really great suggestions, and one of you actually sent me this link to a Reddit thread with a lot of people's favorite trigger words in it. And I asked you whether you liked trigger words soft-spoken or whispered, and the consensus seemed to be whispered. So when I get back from my trip, I will do a whispered trigger words video. So if there are any other words you would like me to add to my list, let me know. We'll make that a nice, long, relaxing video. And then someone else suggested that I should whisper the names of my subscribers. And I did a video like that a long time ago, but it's been quite a while. So I'll ask now in this video, and then I'll do a post later on. But if you would like me to whisper your name or your YouTube handle or whatever moniker you would like, you can put that in the comments, and I will include that in an upcoming Whispering Your Names video. And I always like to ask people to tell me if they want to be included, because sometimes it's hard to tell, like with a person's YouTube handle, like what their name actually is, and I always just like to sort of get your permission to include you in it. So please do comment with your first name or your handle or whatever you'd like me to call you in the video, and we'll do that sometime in April, and that will be fun. And I'm also excited that pretty soon it will be time to do nature videos again. I can start taking you out in my garden, and someone suggested doing a this or that with flowers and vegetables and those sorts of organic items. So I will definitely do that once I have some more of those things at my disposal. And I did record a video over this past weekend outside because we had this really intense ice storm and everything got really coated in ice. And then on Sunday, the sun came out really brightly and everything started melting. So there was all this really cool drippy, 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 drippy ice melting sounds outside. And it was really pretty and just a really unique nature kind of experience that I wanted to share with you. So I filmed a little footage outside of that, which I haven't looked at yet, so that'll be coming somewhere down the line. So I just wanted to say thank you mostly today, and sometimes it's fun to just sit down and just be me without any big plan or particular theme of a video, and just thank you for your support, and thank you for helping me with my creativity, and for always being so open to whatever I want to experiment with. And I've said this before here, but this channel really is an anchor for me. You all have helped me to build my confidence and share my voice in ways that I never thought I would, and the 3.5 years since I started this channel have been a real time of evolution and healing for me. You all have been with me through some really challenging times, and I just thank you for providing this space for me to have this laboratory to experiment and to connect with you and to do something that makes me feel good and feel grounded and feel creative, even when emotions and life might be swirling around me. This is a place that I can always come back to, and I really appreciate that. So that was my little chat and share time for today. Like I said, I will be gone next week, but then I will be back, and I will be excited to keep creating and keep sharing and keep connecting with you. So thank you again for all your care and support. Take good care of yourself. I really mean that. It is very important. Rest well, and I'll see you again soon.